on Grow a Garden, there's one plant which everybody wants, and that's the candy blossom, which can sell for trillions. But what's better? One candy blossom or all of the rarest plants currently in the game. As always, I'll be hosting a little giveaway, and that will be 3 candy blossoms worth billions. So hit that subscribe button and comment down below your Roblox username. It's time to get crazy. I am on 2 different accounts at once, Candy Blossom Boyo and the Divine Gardener. Because since I don't actually have a candy blossom, one of my W subscribers let me try run the ultimate test. And if we look at Candy Blossom Boyo, he's actually still got the seed for a candy blossom. And he's got the epic verified hat with like some W gardening overalls. Anyway, enough about the fit. Absolute giga chad. I have made a bacon hair, which is going to be using a divine grape seed, a pepper seed, and a cacao seed. Sadly, no mushrooms unless they're available in stock and that we have the money. So I'm going to have to go ahead and go onto Noodle and gift them all over. So here we go. Grape seed, Divine Gardener, take it, and the pepper, and the cacao. We could also get a beanstalk because a beanstalk's 10 million, or we could get another high fruit, the Divine. Oh wait, you can't gift them. Well, beanstalk it is. So this would mean the Divine Gardener has all 4 of the seeds at the bottom. So let's go to the garden, go to the garden on this dude, and let's keep in mind we've got 1.681 billion cash. So let's start the challenge now. Let's go ahead and place the candy blossom down. Wait a second. There's a star caller. I don't think you get meteor showers anyway, so candy blossoms down, grape seeds down, peppers down, cacao's down, and beanstalks down. So we've got to keep in mind the rate of growth on all of these compared to the rate of growth on a candy blossom, because we are doing the ultimate test to see what yields cash better. And I have a slight feeling that these 3 here, 4, I can't count, should grow faster. Never mind, this candy blossom is 5%. Candy blossom is zooming. There is no way one plant will beat them all. And just in case Candy Blossom Boyo had anything in his inventory, let's sell it. Nothing to buy. Perfect. We just need to go ahead and wait for everything to grow. 7% on the cacao, 10% on the pepper, 1% on the grape, 1% on the beanstalk. Wait, Candy Blossom's pretty much in the lead. It's just racing peppers right now. And you already know peppers by themselves are nowhere near as good as Candy Blossoms. And look at my giant sunflowers, by the way. How insane does that look? And it's raining right now, so both of them should be going at pretty good rates. Look at this bacon noob. Look at this wannabe gardener. But we do have 50% growth speed. We are blessed. And the rain has ended. The cacao's on 37%. Pepper's 47. Grapes now on 5. Beanstalk is on 3. And the candy blossoms on 40%. Not bad. Here we go. The candy blossoms are 88%. And so's the cacao. But the peppers are done. And they're already starting to grow. I guess we should have started a timer earlier. Let's add one now. And here we go. Boom. So our first pepper is nearly done. And how long do we go for? I would say maybe an hour. But I would love to test mutations. And here we go. We can grab our first pepper. I'm not sure if we should though. What's the play? Do we just grab it now? Get some cash on the board? In fact, I will wait for the first candy blossom so we can compare. And this tree is done as well. So, wait, that is very high up. Are we going to be able to reach? Come on. Will his little arms get him? Oh, wait. Can we jump on the rod? We can't even jump on the rod. Well, the problem is that candy blossoms, I believe, grow very, very slowly. Whereas on the other hand, we've nearly got 2 peppers and our cacao tree's done. Again, it's very tall. And the beanstalk's going to go through the cacao. Oh, no. I might have placed them too close. And I think as soon as this pepper's grown, you know what? I don't see a weather event. Let's grab the first one. 5 kilograms. Sell. What's up, Steven? I want to sell this. And 8.4k. 8.4k! The roses in my previous video were selling for higher than that. But on the candy blossom, is there any sign of life? Are we even going to get one candy blossom in an hour? Surely, right? Right? And if we run back over here, what is the grapevine on? 15%. Why is that so tall for 15%? And the beanstalk's only on 8. Oh boy, they are very slow. The yield might really suck on these just because it takes a long time to grow without watering cans and all that stuff. But I guess if it goes to 30 minutes on the clock, then we will water them so we can fully test it. Also, a third pepper's nearly done. So let's grab that. Sell our second one. So there's always space. And how much is that going to be? 15,000. That's more like it. 15k, we take those. And there's, wait. Is that little white rectangle the start of our first candy blossom? I think it is, because if I look around the entire tree, I don't see anything else. And would you look at that? A few minutes later, we've got 2 peppers. And wait a second. Can we grab this cacao? Oh, we can. We got our first cacao and nearly onto our second. Meanwhile, we've actually got 1 candy blossom and a second one going here. It's not as slow as I actually thought. Not bad. We take those. And just to be safe, I'm going to grab the smaller pepper. Now that we know we can get 2 on a branch. And also, is there any point in me grabbing a cacao? I feel like this one's smaller. It's just so awkward to climb. Perfect. We can actually grab this. Let's grab that to be safe. And let's see how much a pepper and cacao sells for. So let's go to sell. And this one singular cacao is going to be 15,000. And this pepper's going to be another, what are you? Like 8,000? 7,000! That sucks. But we are already on 50,000 in the bottom. So far, it's only the pepper and the cacao which have come through. Grape's still on 20 and beanstalk still only on 10. I don't think that beanstalk's going to be done in an hour at 30 minutes. Oi, Queen Bee! What was that? Whilst the divine gardener gets slapped in the face by the Queen Bee. Is our first candy blossom done yet? It's about halfway on that one. Oh boy, it might take a while. I'm going to run some other tests as well. So I guess during this video, we will test the base rates and how quickly you can earn back the cash for them. Keep in mind, what is that ant doing up there? The candy blossom was 10 million back in the event. Beanstalk's 10 million now, and these are quite low. It's about 15 million versus 10 million. But everyone loves candy blossoms. So during this test, if they don't grow, we'll do a grow all on both. Compare the sell value of 4 plants with everything grown versus my 1 candy blossom here. And wait a second. Is that ready to grab yet? It isn't. But I am seeing a 3rd one here. Is that a 4th one? I think there's 4 candy blossoms coming off this. There's going to be 4 off that tree. Let's go. But I am also tempted, if the candy blossom starts to lose, to see if a dragonfly, just 1 dragonfly, would make this 1 plant better than 4 of the rarest seeds. So let's go on here as well. And I can see 1, 2. There's the 3rd cacao. Okay, we're actually kind of cooking. I'll pick this up so another pepper can grow. And I'll keep these 2 in case a weather event happens. But I should grab a small cacao there as well. So let's sell this. Sell my inventory. 18,000. That sucked. 18k is so bad. But these candy blossoms are so slow. Can I pick one up yet? I actually can't. But we're going to have 4. Can you get even more than 4 on 1 tree? And it took about 10 minutes in total for our first candy blossom. And how much will this sell for? It is absolutely tiny. Look at it. I don't know why I'm shaking it. I'm trying to bring up the value. But here we go. I want to sell my inventory. And 90,000. One of them has made more than the current peppers and cacaos I sold. If I do go ahead and pick all of these up though, double pepper, double cacao, this should put me back in the lead. 57,000. Those 4 sold for 57,000. 1 candy blossom sold for 90,000. Why is this tree so broken? What? I'm honestly super curious to see when I do grow all if a candy blossom can keep up with 4 fully grown plants. There's no way, right? Why was I playing Grow a Garden when candy blossom was added? I missed out. And if we head back over to the garden, would you look at that? Another pepper and the cacao's nearly done. Grapes only on 24. Beanstalk's only on 14. So if I grab this, oh, I don't want to steal from myself, and sell this pepper, Sell my inventory. What are you going to be? 7k. 143,000 with all of the fruit harvested right now. And if I go here, I've grabbed this candy blossom. This is a big one. 4 kg. Does this one candy blossom beat the 143,000 on the bacon hair? So how much are you going to be? Moment of truth. I want to sell my inventory at 184,000. 184,000 from one candy blossom. There is no way. I'm currently losing right now. But I guess a pepper and a cacao tree. Wait, let me quickly sell these two. Come on, please. 22k, bro. 22k. I lost my words. So we're on 168k. We're still behind one candy blossom. But I guess if we go in the seed shop. Oh, cacaos are in stock. 2.5 million. And peppers are even cheaper. So that's like half the price. It's kind of keeping up, but kind of not at the same time. There's still all divines though. And if I go on over, is there any more candy blossoms done? They're not. There's not. So it is quite slow. Interesting. Candy blossoms are just so OP, right? Still got a few more tests to do though. Oh, wait, it's pollination time. And we've got it 1, 2. Wait a second. So many candy blossoms grow off one tree. Are we getting another pollination? Come on. Nice. I see you, bee. Perfect. I could pick up another candy blossom. But if the divine gardener goes to his, he's got 1, 2, 3 pollinated fruits. But they're on peppers and cacaos. Oh boy. Candy blossom's gonna go crazy. And we've gotten another cacao. I don't know what to do. Candy blossom's gonna win by a mile. I guess in 8 minutes, that's when we stop the clock and run some tests. But look at these candy blossoms go. That is a big candy blossom as well. Not a giant one. It's just bigger for a nice little default grow. But what do we think, gang? Is one candy blossom going to really beat all 4 of these when they're fully grown? Probably, right? Candy blossom's just insane. And look at all the bees go. Is it going back to the candy blossom? Of course it is. And look at that. Are they all pollinated now? There's no way. All of these are pollinated. I think it's GG, honestly. Why am I even waiting? With only peppers and cacaos against the candy blossom. I am going to go ahead and boost the divine gardener. Oh, wait, I friended him. I'm going to hit it with a grow all just so we can get more pollinated fruits. And wait a second. Divine gardener, look at this. A golden beanstalk. Let's go. I'm curious if the golden beanstalk could even beat a candy blossom, bro. So I guess let's run a quick test here. 1, 2, 3 candy blossoms off the tree, all nice and pollinated, versus let's grab everything. Oh, no, I don't want to steal again. Let's grab all the grapes, which I don't know if we can even get them. There's 1, there's 2, perfect. Now we're on top of the beanstalk somehow. Let's grab all of these and let's see how much we make. I'm going to leave the gold one for another test, but let's grab this. So if we go Steven, moment of truth, what are we going to sell for? I want to sell my inventory. 811k. 811k off all plants. Just minus 1 golden beanstalk. Whereas the candy blossom, with just 2 plants which are pollinated. How much is this going to be? Wait, I'm excited. I'm actually excited. I want to sell my inventory. Has to be 800k. 1.4 million. I lost my voice halfway through. But 1.4 million from 2 or 3 candy blossoms. Just beat the 4 rarest plants. Like grapes, peppers, has nothing on the candy blossom. Let's go on and run back. Gold plus pollinated beanstalk. Grab you. Let's click sell. And let's see how much this is worth. So motor truth, Steven, 2.9 million. Okay. Gold beanstalk has to be quite a few candy blossoms, right? Will it beat this big candy blossom here? That is what we're waiting for. That is the moment of truth. What a head-to-head this is going to be. Why am I actually having fun playing on multiple accounts at once? Hope you guys are having fun as well. If you want, hit that subscribe button. But we have a lot more tests to do. The first test being, when are all the plants going to grow back? It feels so slow. And how are the candy blossoms coming along? Not too bad. We've got another one ready and the big one's not quite done yet. Quickly, what do we think is going to win? Let me know in the comments. And it's been 30 minutes. Let's stop the clock. Let's remove it. And let's grab the big candy blossom to see if this is worth more than the golden pollinated beanstalk. Surely not, right? Was it 2.9 million? Here we go. How much is this worth? Moment of truth. 3 million. There's no way. way. We've beaten a golden beanstalk, and a beanstalk is a 10 million seed. The candy blossom is a 10 million seed. If we get a golden candy blossom, it's so over. There is no way. And just for confirmation, I'm going to go ahead and sell this. So it should be 3 million. Yes, sir. Perfect. And the pollinated golden beanstalk, what is it? 20x and 3x? I want to sell this. 2.9 million. Bro, there is no way. How? Why is this tree so OP, bro? What is going on? I don't understand. Why? When are they next going to release something which is as strong as the candy blossom? I'm getting severe FOMO watching this. Candy blossom boyo is just the goat. Well, if I go back to the garden now of the divine plants, you can see we've got some peppers. And again, I don't want to steal fruits. How am I meant to steal a rose? Look how far away the roses are. They're all the way over here. And I was planning on stealing them from my garden? What? Why is it doing that? Anyway, let's go back to collecting these. Let's jump up here. Another beanstalk. And the grapes are really slow. Surely that cacao's done, right? But if we sold this now, what's it going to be? My inventory? 359k. 359k. There's no way we get beaten by one candy blossom, right? We had beanstalks in there. Let's see if there's any candy blossoms which are ready. And look at that, there's one there. So 350k is the score to beat. One candy blossom and a dream pollinated. What are you gonna be? Sell my inventory. 488. What? Nah, this is actually rigged. What is happening? There is no way candy blossoms are this good. Why are they this good? Anyone who's got a candy blossom tree is just going to be forever OP. I feel like not even anything from the queen bee, the newest event, can compete with candy blossom. So I want to trade my honey. High fruit is 599 Robux, but that's nowhere near candy blossom. And apart from that, there's literally nothing else. What? I don't think sunflowers even sell for that much. Let's do a quick noodle test. These are giant sunflowers though. Frozen giant sunflower. If I sell this 118 kilogram sunflower, how much is that going to be? 94 million. Okay, that was juicy. It was a frozen multiplier and it was giant. But I feel like if we got a giant candy blossom, we would make a lot. Anyway, let's go ahead and pick up the pollinated. So these, what are you going to be? I want to sell my inventory. 678k. Not bad. But what I want to do now is kind of get rid of all the pollination. So let's grab this pepper. We need to grab this grape, which will be done in about 2 years. And we need this candy blossom on the corner here, which looks like it's almost done. So far, only the sunflower could beat us, but it was giant. Maybe we test the sprinkler method on all 4 of those plants over there and my candy blossoms. But you know what? It's going to be 1 pollinated and 1 pollinated on this one. We already know candy blossoms are better, but these grapes take so long. So let's go ahead and grow all here. Boom. And let's go ahead and grow all here. Boom. And doing grow all on candy blossom, there's so many on one tree. What? So I'm actually going to look down and try collect all of these. Come on. I can't get that last one. There's no way I actually can't get it. I can't get the pollinated one either. What? Why can't I get any of these? Why do I have the most awkward tree? There's 1, there's 2. I just have to stand here. That is crazy. And then if I go here, I've got to collect all of these. Wait, take player's fruit. Nope. I don't want to steal a rose from across the map. Let's grab those. And let's grab all of these beanstalks. And again, we've got a golden beanstalk. So let's sell this and then grow all on all of the plants. I want to sell my inventory. Moment of truth. 945k. Nah, there is no way. 4 divine plants versus 1 candy blossom. And this is going to be in the millions, right? We had a golden beanstalk. And this is about to make us 2 million. Double off 1. Well, that is insane. But for fun, let's go ahead and make something giant to see if it can beat that sunflower price. And I need 1 more godly sprinkler and also some advanced. Eloise, what do you have for me? Show me the shop. Here we go. Advanced. Perfect. There's 2. And I guess we go ahead and buy godly sprinkler. What a waste of money this is. But now that everything's been picked, we can go ahead and put the sprinklers on the bar. And now, if it lets me place them, it's not letting me place the godly. Ah, place 2. And the basic. There we go. I have to buy another one now because I misclick. Okay. Show me the gear shop. Oh, boy. I double-clicked. Let's go ahead and hopefully we can place all of them to cover all 4. Perfect. Godly can cover all 4 here. Basics, we're going to need 2. And advanced can cover all 4 here. Perfect. And now we've just got to wait an hour. And we're back with the boyos. And look at the candy blossoms. What? We've gotten all of these, including a golden one. Okay. And the divines are not looking that big. That cacao is huge, though. And wait a second. That huge golden pepper is low-key insane. So I guess let's go ahead and collect everything. Not my garden again. Stop. I don't want to steal. And let's grab these and these cacaos. Oh, wait, the beanstalks. I think that's everything. I want to see how much that golden pepper's worth. And this 56 kg golden beanstalk. Surely that golden beanstalk at 56 kg has to be bigger or more valuable than a normal candy blossom. It's gold. Well, let's go ahead and grab all the candy blossoms here. Oh, boy. What's our smallest candy blossom? 10 kg. Oh, wait, there's a 2 kg one. Let's say 10 versus 50 and gold. So here we go, Steven. How much is this worth? Moment of truth. 1.2 million. I have to win this one, right? 56 kg golden beanstalk. How much is this worth? 17 mil. Okay. Do I win? Moment of truth. Bacon Hair is going to sell everything from 4 rare plants. I want to sell my inventory. What's it going to be? 47 million. Does one candy blossom tree fully grown beat 47 million? Moment of truth. I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? I'm jealous because I don't have a candy blossom. But what's going to happen? I want to sell my inventory. 55. No. There's no way. One candy blossom tree beats all 4 of those. Well, that's just broken. But I'm now going to go ahead and grow some candy blossoms for the giveaway. And you already know they can make you trillions because the homie Batcher Blocks hooked me up. That's how I have a trillion at the bottom. And that was off one candy blossom fully mutated.